Alright everyone, so today we have a review of Muc-Off's tubeless rim tape, and this stuff's amazing. That stuff, wow. It lays really good, and this pink, that's their little theme, so you can see from their sealant to their tape and stuff, it has a little bit of a pink theme. It's pretty cool, and the cool thing about this is it's actually transparent. You'll see it more in person if you do get one of these. But the cool thing about being transparent is when you put it on your tubeless rim, you can see how it lays, and you can see the air pockets and air bubbles, and you can make sure you push them all out into those rim spoke areas, and you can make sure that it's nicely laying on the surface and it's sealing properly, and you can get a really good seal on your rim. So with this one, normally with my right hand, which is holding the camera, I'd grab that roll right there with the right hand and give it a little bit of a stretch in whichever direction you feel like going. It doesn't matter if you're right-handed or left-handed, depending on you. And with the other hand, I would stretch my way. I stretch this way. So I would use the other hand right here and work it while I'm stretching, and that's how I get the best possible seal and it to lay as close to perfect as possible without like wrinkles and everything. So it's able to do that. And this other thing right here that I have for review, rim slipped on me, Bolani, the cheap stuff. I was trying to cheap out. I was trying to save some money. Don't do it. If you're on Amazon and you see this thing, it was like 10 bucks. Came with this, a valve removal tool, and it was supposed to come with press the valves, but it didn't. So no matter what, I still had to go and buy this set. This one works pretty good. This one works pretty good. It's sealed up nicely. Yeah, because when I was testing it, this area sealed up. So when I was testing it with this, that was sealed, but the rest of the rim was leaking out of the spokes. Thanks, rim tape. This thing's horrible. It crinkles, doesn't stick, and that's why I end up with a leak. So afterwards, I used this after I got the whole rim tape applied, and I go in there on the edges with this to get those corners in the back end to seat better. And then now I'm just going to go in here where the actual valve stem is going to go through, and I'm personally going to take a little pick tool or flathead, and I'm going to heat it on the stove range, and I'm just going to press it through for a nice like clean hole. Other people say you can just do a crosshatch with a razor blade, so like you make a plus sign with the razor blade and that'll still seal. I just like things looking clean, so that's what I'm going to do. This sealer though, I've used it and it's really good. So I'm a Muc-Off fan. For being tubeless, I'm a Muc-Off fan. And even if I wasn't tubeless, I use these guys too. Because one time I rode through a little, off-road area with my mountain bike, and I picked up like, no joke, 30 goat thorns on each tire, and I pulled them all off. So I was just standing there plucking. I plucked them all off, and I gave the wheels and tires a spin, and you can see it flowed so nice, and it just came out and it filled them all up. For me personally, I thankfully haven't had anything that was like 6 millimeters, but I've seen reviews online where it does seal some pretty big nails and stuff. So that stuff, I believe in it. It works real good for me, and that's my brand that I want to go to. Just wanted to share that with everybody. So if you have a tubeless tire setup, this costs more, but it's worth the money, and it's going to save you time, headaches, and everything. I say go for it. Buy it once. This stuff will last you a long time. So should this. So if you ever need, you'll have extra, but it looks like it's such a good quality, I doubt it's going to go out on me. And this basically is the replacement for my original rim tape, which is years old, like probably like about 14 years old now, really old. And that's with me removing and mounting the tires multiple times. I might have nicked it here and there. So there we go. If you ever have this issue, if you're leaking, like you take a little bit of dishwasher soap and you're putting it around the spokes and you see air coming out, or on the valve stem, if it's just the valve stem and you're not seeing air anywhere else, like no spoke area, or if you change out your valve stem and it's still leaking, that could mean that air is coming through anywhere else, going through the channel in the rim and coming out your valve stem area. That's if you have, you know, airtight spokes. But if not, then you'll see some bubbling on the spokes. All right, well, that's how you tell. And if you ever have that issue, I hope this helps you out. Go for it. If you have this issue, go for it. Just grab some of this stuff and you'll be happy. You'll be glad that you did. Save you all the time and effort. Do it once, do it right, and don't worry about it for another 10, 14 years. You know what I mean? All right. Have a great day, everyone, and thanks for watching.